other than the cost of admission. Excuse me, I'm filming here. Are we in a tent? Are we in a hammock? Or are we in a hotel? I think those are our 3 or 4 basic choices. What do you guys think when you're doing your traveling cross country? Hit the hotels, leave all the camping stuff behind, take some camping stuff just in case you come up short, or just take a hammock and hope everything goes well, unless there's a bear in the neighborhood. There's a link right there for exactly what I'm talking about. So obviously there's pros and cons to both, or all 3 of them, but you know, tent, you got to carry more stuff, but you also have better foul weather. Hammock to me is probably the easiest. It's probably my personal favorite. Hotel, yeah, that's great for that quick, take a shower, get up next day, totally rested, and get after it. Let's talk about a tent. Obviously, packs up nice. Does take up a little more space. It's relatively easy to set up. You do have protection from worse weather than you would if you were in a hammock. It's certainly convenient. You're rolling down the road, you see a spot, pull over. We found a really cool spot one time. Another link. You know, there's something nice about having your own little personal space. You can put all your gear in, keep it out of the weather. Works out great. So hotel's a no-brainer. Obviously, the big con is the cost. But the big plus is typically you got a soft bed. You've got air conditioning or heating, depending on what elements you're riding in. I mean, I think that it speaks for itself. Probably one of the biggest problems is availability. There's been times when we've been riding and all 3 of us are on our phones looking for availability. So that can be a downside. Plus, the hotels typically aren't on the trails. So you have to leave the trail, find the hotel that's available, and then spend the night, and then you got to motor back to the trail the next day. So that's another downside is it's not always right there on the trail. And then of course the hammock to me is like, set it up in 5 minutes and you're done. Now the elements can be an issue, but if you have a bug net, then you can get rid of the bugs that way. If you have a tarp to put over the top of it, even if it does rain or spritz on you overnight, you're still dry. The downside of the hammock obviously is if you're in the desert and there's no trees, you're literally high and dry. Or low and dry might be the case. To me, it's super small, super compact, and super fast. So what more can you say about that? What's your preference? Leave comments. Tell us what you think. Curious.
Moto